Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. On one of my more recent Harry Mack videos, I got a request to check out Nittoli with a song called Too Woke. I have no idea what I'm getting into here. It got requested a couple of times actually to me on a couple of different Harry Mack videos. So I thought I'd check it out, see what you guys think. With the name of it, I'm sort of going down the lines of, is it going to be a bit of a controversial song like Tom McDonald does with all of his sort of songs about the world going downhill and all the people in it, and just how things have changed so much nowadays that you basically can't say anything anymore. I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit like that, but without further ado, we'll get straight into this and see what on earth is going to go on.
Mm-hmm. Now it's getting too woke out here for me, yeah. I hardly recognize anybody. Yeah, it's getting too woke out here for me, yeah. They took my favorite character on Disney. Now he's getting too woke out here for me, yeah. Why don't you let my people just run free? Now it's getting too woke. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh na 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 na.
I really like that. He's got a good voice, and it's instantly catchy. It's straight into it, and setting up the pace for the song straight away. You've got the red Save America hat. You've got the Trump T-shirt on. You know, you can tell instantly that it's got the sort of topical Tom McDonald vibes. I'm obviously not comparing whatsoever with Tom McDonald. It's completely different, but content-wise, it seems like it's going to go that way. But yeah, what a good voice.
Yeah. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh na 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 na. Now it's getting too woke. Oh na 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 na. Too woke. Yeah. Oh na 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 na. Yeah. Oh na 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 na. Yeah, it's getting too woke. I didn't know that my mom could be a dad, yeah. I didn't know the Little Mermaid was black, yeah. I didn't know that Dumbledore was a fact, yeah. I didn't know we're allowed to switch the facts, yeah. Didn't know we're not allowed to get pissed now. Didn't know Buzz Lightyear knew lesbians now. Someone tell me why they're pushing this to kids now. Someone help me, tell me what the heck I miss now.
Okay, I like this. It is. I do like Tom McDonald and his songs. It just, it sort of brings awareness to what's actually going on in the world, and it's good to have people out there with followers that actually come out and say this sort of stuff. I'm guessing this song's not too old because he mentioned about he didn't know the Little Mermaid was black, which is when they cast the black girl to play the Little Mermaid in the live action film. And yeah, just all the other things mentioned about Buzz Lightyear knowing lesbians, which I haven't seen it, but I'm presuming that is from the actual Buzz Lightyear standalone film that happened. I haven't followed that, and he's sort of saying, why are we showing? Why are we letting kids see this nowadays? I mean, there is, in my opinion, it needs to be spoken about and it needs to be addressed, and basically we do need to be sort of educated in things, but there comes a certain point when education turns into almost trying to change your mind. You imagine that you're sat tied to a chair watching a big screen, being forced to watch it sometimes because there is so much of it. I'm all for trans. I'm all for every single community. I have nothing against any one of them at all, and I get that certain people aren't happy in their bodies and they've never felt right with the way they are, so they want to be different. So why not? I 100% get that. I'm not one of these that shut it down and say it's ridiculous and you're born with what you are and all. Not all. Times are changing, things are changing, and we've already come a long way since how we would have started off many years ago with with like the like gay marriages and things like that. They were never spoke about before. You weren't even allowed to be gay before. But times are changing now, and you've got to move with the times. You've got to keep up with them. I like what he's saying though. I mean, sometimes it does feel a little like a little bit too forced down your throat. I mean, the information, yeah, give us it, but then don't give it again and give it again and give it again and give it again. We can all take from it what we need to take from it without it sort of being forced down our throats. That's my view on it. But yeah, I like this. It's very good.
It's now. Someone help me, tell me what the heck I miss now. I didn't know I can't root for Washington Redskins. Tell me why the Cleveland Browns aren't offended. Aunt Jemima tastes the best, I recommend it. And I read Dr. Seuss before I go to bed, man. Yeah, it's funny, seems like everyone is canceled. Except for Cardi B, they love the way she dancing.
That's true. That's true. They're cancelling things that seem minor, yet Cardi B, was it Cardi B with the WAP song? I really don't follow that sort of music, but we're sort of teaching the kids that it's what one thing about about actual important things in life, but then soon as someone speaks out about it, they get cancelled. Yet you've got artists in the chart, with songs like WAP, that what's that going to be teaching young kids and things like that. I 100% agree with what he's saying here. And he mentioned about reading Dr. Seuss before bed, and it's all coming back to now with is it Roald Dahl that they've just announced that the changing, the rewriting or editing some words in the book, so they're not using the word. Is it not using the word fat, and they're going to use large, and they're not using the word tiny, and they're going to use small or something very similar. Is it that's sort of now the Dr. Seuss sort of style that he's going on about there, but a bit more recent than he's just mentioned.
Except for Cardi B, they love the way she dancing. Play some R. Kelly, I'm feeling so romantic.
Wow.
This work just too woke and I can't understand now it's getting too woke out here for me, yeah. I hardly recognize anybody. Yeah, it's getting too woke out here for me, yeah. Too woke. They took my favorite character off Disney, now he's getting too woke. I didn't know that my father could get pregnant. I didn't know till this emoji was trending. I didn't know there were 97 genders. Man, it's crazy cause you'd think that I remember. I didn't know that the alpha man's a ghost now. Please forgive me if I mess up all your pronouns. I didn't know that this world was filled with whiny babies, but my guess is that most of them are non-binary. I didn't know you're offended by my flag now. I didn't know that it's not woke to say drag now. I didn't know what Disney meant by their magic. I didn't know that this world was so satanic. Now it's getting too woke out here for me, yeah. I hardly recognize anybody. Yeah, it's getting too woke out here for me, yeah.
Yeah, so he touched on the, as he said, 97 genders and things like that in this. Yeah, I mean, like I've said, times are changing. So I get the whole, if you're not happy being if you've never felt like you fit in being a male and the desire, and you felt more like a female, I do get that. It's certain. I don't want to. I don't want to come across and say the wrong thing, like I'm against this. You mentioned about the 97 genders and things like that. I sort of get where he's coming from with it, and some people I believe are doing it because it's sort of a trend, dare I say. Yeah, it's a really tough conversation to have, because I know sort of my beliefs and my views on it, and I've got nothing against it. I mean, I do think that it's a little bit too much sometimes with everything they're creating. I get now that, you know, yeah, it sort of came out of nowhere with the whole don't assume my gender, the whole meme with did you just assume my gender, and you know, being referred to as they or them. Even that sort of initially boggled my mind a little bit. I was like, I don't get it. But then, you know, if you don't want to be put, it's like if you don't want to be put in a male or female, but then you're then being put in another bracket of they and them. So it's like you don't name me as just one thing. I want to be known as they or them, which is a collective, I guess. So yeah, I'm probably rambling a little bit here because it's quite a deep and touchy subject to talk about. But I've nothing against any communities at all. I really haven't, and I get now that the times are changing, and we do what humans do. We evolve. We're evolving, and it's the people who are stuck in the older mindsets in certain ways that don't, or people that don't like change, that are refusing. I don't get the whole changing of words in books because they were written at a time where they were accepted, and I don't get like removing episodes of shows because, you know, someone did something that's not appropriate. It isn't appropriate now. Yeah, it wasn't appropriate back then, you know, when you look at some things, but they were the times back then. So you're sort of erasing history a little bit and erasing any. It's like you're admitting that you messed up, and you're getting rid of everything instead of showing what you've learned from the past. You know, you can go back and look thinking, wow, that was said back then, but it couldn't be said now. Look how far we've come, and you could take that angle on it. So yeah, this is going to be a longish video actually for a 3-minute song. I love the chorus as well, the hook. It's really good.
It's getting too woke out here for me, yeah. They took my favorite character off Disney. Now he's getting too woke out here for me, yeah. Why don't you let my people just run free? Now it's getting too woke. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh na 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 na. Now it's getting too woke. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh na 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 na, yeah. Oh na 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 na. Yeah, it's getting too woke.
I must say I did enjoy that. I didn't know what it was going to be going into it fully. I you know, like I say, I had my visions of it being a very controversial song like Tom McDonald, but you know, we do need this sort of thing on the radio. I'm guessing he's an independent artist because I doubt any label would let this go out. The whole, you know, when he mentioned about the satanic or devil sort of side of things in the world nowadays, excuse me, Tom McDonald usually mentions about the Illuminati and things like that, and record labels and the big pharma and everything like that being, you know, and industry plants and all that sort of topic. I feel that this Nick and Tom McDonald would get along pretty well with their views on things. I personally just enjoy watching these videos. I like seeing their take on things as well. That's what I do like, and I would be interested to check out more by Nittoli. Forgive me if I'm saying his surname wrong, but let me know down in the comments if there's any others that you want me to check out by him, because I was pleasantly surprised, and his vocals were really good. I enjoyed the hook as well. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm positive this video is going to get some dislikes, but just because it's controversial and you know the topics that's being spoken about, but it is what it is. We have to talk about these things sometimes. So yeah, I will catch you all on the next one. Bye.